Hello, this is for Bobby Christina, the daughter of Mr. Bobby Brown and Miss Whitney Houston, two of my favorite singers. Okay, this is for next year. This is a reading for next year. I will put down the month, okay? So, let's just see for Bobby Christina. Okay. So let's just flow. I am the Brass Love One Healer Tarot 9 here on YouTube, okay? So, I was led to do a reading for Bobby Christina by God. So, that's why I'm doing it, okay? Somebody talked to Bobby Christina through the extension, some kind of way, the telephone. And they wanted nice talk out of her, or they was displaying to her nice talk. Right? But somebody wanted to extend the pillow talk in person. So if it was a love interest, the person wanted to lay down beside her. If it was business, the person wanted to just sit down and talk business. Okay? So let's just flow so I can see exactly who this is. Okay, so she is dealing with this could be a lawyer. If not a lawyer, it's just counseling in general, okay? So we have somebody of another race. All skin color is different, but all blood is red. Somebody need to see it in the world of their mind. Okay, so, or she had somebody who thought they was better than she was. Somebody wanted her to come to another city, state, area. Okay? Somebody wanted her to open the door and care more about coming somewhere, going to another place to meet this person, I guess. Okay? She had heartfelt tears. Somebody would give her a penny for her thoughts. So, it was some choice words. And she got some defeat. Okay? She is going to get happy because somebody was gone for good. Honestly. So, she had heartfelt desire for somebody at one point. Or somebody had for her and wanted her not to run from a love that she had with the person. Okay, so somebody plunged in to take that shot toward her. Okay? So she wanted a meal done. That simply means she wanted honesty and loyalty. But God told her to throw away the scripts and deal with only what was on her plate. So somebody came to get her, because the person was a go-getter, or knew she was a go-getter. However it's flowing, right? Or she was gonna go. Okay. So if it was some kind of business, she was a go-getter and she was gonna go and meet somebody, a lawyer, or counseling, or whatever this is, or business. Follow me? Or if it's somebody toward her, the person was going to come her way in business or love, whatever this is, right? Don't have to be a Tuesday. So we have this person want her to be courteous, have joint custody, get in contract, get in connection with whoever this person is one way or another, because she captured raw love with this person. So if it's love interest, raw love, pure love. If it's counseling, you know, she felt whatever she felt there. If it's a lawyer, just a connection in general to take care of business, because she is devastated. Somebody didn't notice that she was of a different caliber, or they looked at her as a certain caliber. Okay? So she was going to be confident in it, right? For sure. Right? Dealing with whoever this is. So her loved one, your loved one would not want you to be depressed. Start to live your life again. So her loved one, her mother wouldn't want her to be depressed, because all mothers want you to be happy. Okay? But she was dealing with somebody who wasn't valuing others. Follow me? It was wake up time for her. So we have that somebody wanted her to be sensitive and have some kind of coffee break or some kind of time out to sit down and talk with the person. But she had to stop lying to herself about whoever this person is. Dealing with somebody like a Virgo, or was a Virgo, act like a Virgo, who wanted to have some fun with her, right? So but she been there before, or the person been there in her company, or whatever it is, right? So it was harvest time for her, right? So she aimed enough, just enough, and high enough. So God wanted her to keep her dignity. Bobby Christina, keep your dignity, because a person saying, let me into your world. Somebody wanted a time with her to sit down and talk into a nice little spot. So Bobby Christina, after we move in, then what? You know, are we together, or are we separated, or are we just playing house, right? Because somebody really was a hater and a snake, or she had to get away from some haters and snakes that was around her, right? If it's not her love interest, because laying down beside him was like her first crush, probably. So we have right here, she is trying to weather things out with her person, her love interest at the time, that might have had plenty of women, or she was dealing with plenty of women herself some kind of way, who was haters and snakes. Okay, so she is trying to avoid him strip searching her, that is taking her money or taking off her clothes, or she is trying to avoid somebody else taking her money. Okay, so we have right here that I'm here for you, get on the bus. So somebody wanted her to get on a bus, get in a plane, a train, or whatever. They was there for her. Come on, I'm here for you, right? Whoever, somebody. Okay, so the person was still there, and it was static, right? So it was doomstown for her, and she wanted no joking around, right? Or the person said the person wasn't joking around, so she wanted to get sky high, or she was going to get that way, right? Because she had to express everything needed and able to get to where she wanted to go. So we have a love interest or a businessman or whoever this card is, did something by a certain date and need a reveal that he was wrong or something, far as something against her. Let's just see. Okay, let's take this batch and put it down. The next batch is going to be strictly as far as Bobby Christina talking, because this is the mention us card. I sorted them out earlier today. Okay, we have mention us, Bobby Christina Brown. That's her name. You're the light, Mr. Bracelet one. That's me, right? So mention us, people like us. So she want me to mention people like her. So I don't know if if it's children of celebrities or people who somebody kill, or what it is, right? Or just people who died and is certain situations to it and people don't know, or what. I don't know exactly what. She's saying people like us. She not alive. Okay, so mention us, Mr. Bracelet one. Bobby Christina. That's her name. During the temporary times, she was trying to plant her fortune, or somebody connected to her. She was mellow, and somebody else she was dealing with was anxious. So she's feeling a lecture, a meeting, a gathering with somebody, trying to plant the fortune, her or somebody. So we have a guy, is he husband worthy? And that means he's not. God feels this man is not husband worthy. Or just because he wear pants, that don't make him husband worthy. So we got somebody who saying that he is ready for love with her, right? But God said he not husband worthy. So black is beautiful, black is classy. So this, he might have thought he's better than her, or he might have thought she is better than him. Or maybe he was just going to be wearing black some kind of way. So the next card is ring time. So he presented a ring some kind of way, or he was going to present a ring, right? I'm ready for love, okay? Next card is she had to dig deep and ask herself why she was settling, because God said she was settling because he wasn't husband worthy. right? So we had somebody in the spirit that she loved, right? A guy who died. So that's in the spirit, right? So he did something strategic, maybe by giving her the ring. But a relationship got dismantled. So some kind of way their relationship got dismantled maybe, or her and somebody else's relationship got dismantled. However it's flowing, if it's not him, okay? So she is needing more, not doing enough to make it happen, or the guy she is connected to, his name is Nick, right? That she was connected to. So she had to stop thinking that others knew more than her, or he needed to. So she's overprotective since her childhood. So we have that. She is going to pick door 3, jump, to throw him in because he wasn't loyal at one point. So she had to stop loafing around, stalling and putting off for things. Okay. So she had something on the skin, or he did, whatever it may be, bumps, moles, burns, eczema, whatever, dimples, freckles, tattoos, whatever, him or her. He wanted to bring back tomorrow, but she wanted to know if he had sticking power. Okay? So things kind of went a certain kind of way with them. They might have broke up or whatever was going on. I just don't know. Okay? So she had to cleanse her mind and don't act doofy, because she knew what was going on with this person as far as however he was, and God don't want us to look at things and act like we don't see it. So she had to challenge and spectate, because she created a common law. It's like that. She created a monster in the common law, right? Because she chose the one for full bloom, so she chose him to marry, but she created a monster in him, or she created a monster with her family, right? She was so stunning, yes she was, but she is looking for love, right? And that's what was going on with her. Okay, so she had to have a recovery for a brighter future and live the best life by getting healed. Because God said, is her ex trouble? And yes he is, yes he was, because he is going to go get her. Okay, she had to get ready to be in charge of her own life and move fast on what was calling her forward. She is an earth angel. So the family was going to get the truth out of the story otherwise. So she worked hard on it, or the family did, to get the truth out of the story, or she worked hard on something, or he did on a day. It don't have to be a Wednesday or Friday, but whatever day. Because she had to bend a little and gently close the door on a relationship with her and her guy at the time, or something was unjust she was going to court about. So she had to go to court about something as far as her and her guy, or her and her family, or whoever this is, her in business or whatever, because somebody was absorbing to see if she was promiscuous, I guess, as far as maybe spending money, maybe if it's her family, or if it's her and him as far as talking to other people or whatever's going on here. So we have, he was saying that she was in his dreams. He's thinking about her, wanting her to call him. She is a beautiful dreamer, but she is tired of his crap. Okay, so she was tolerating him. She decided she didn't want to tolerate him no more. He is in affordable housing where she was. Okay? Okay, that's just enough. Okay. So torture me now. She felt like she was being tortured. But she was trying to work it for success, but she gave him too much power, her ex. Okay. Let me see. Because she wanted him at one time to pick her. Follow me? He was a serpent, God said. She had to take baby steps in her thinking. She is diapering her problems, being cordial, but he is diapering his problems also. Number 6. So she had to do a prayer to God and eat some healthy foods daily. Okay, he wanted her to be available, and she said, yeah, I'm sure I'm available. But something he might have heard or saw, or she saw on any kind of social media or whatever it might have been, pissed her off or him off or somebody in her family off. Okay, so she is dealing with a building, or she's going to be dealing with a building, a house, a building, jail, court, lawyer's office, some building, her house, or whatever place it is, right? So we hear right here, he liked the grandstand, and it's not kosher, because she's looking at the positives in him, but he had to check it past. So God said camouflage won't work. She had a sixth sense about him, right? She tried, and she was tired of him. Her ex, she wanted loyal, that she wasn't getting, because he was tangled up with some G's, a group of people, whoever it may be. God told her, cut the ties, cut the cords on anybody and anything that's not godly. So no growth come from the same sex. So your choices are your own. Follow me? So God telling her her choices on her own. No growth come from the same sex. So if she dealing with him and he's somebody who I didn't see the gay card, so I'm trying to see right here. I did a lot of cards for Bobby Christina, so so far I don't see the gay card, right? So this is a gay card, so I'm trying to see how to work this. So I'm gonna turn this to maybe her family, because she a female and it gotta be another female. Get what I'm saying? So I don't see gay cards where I can say he gay, right? So it say no growth come from the same sex. So I'm going to say with her family, because her family, women in her family, no growth come from the same sex. So that means if I turn it that way as far as her family, that they didn't want her to grow, right? Because if somebody don't want you to grow, you stay that weed. Get what I'm saying? And all of you are women. Get my drift? Get what I'm saying? All of you women, so it's same sex, right? Because all of you are women. But you are made to stay the weed and not grow, not explore. Because if she's going to get married or do whatever she wanted to do, that means she have to grow and explore. But if she had females and her family didn't want her to explore, didn't want her to grow, that mean to keep her a weed. Get my drift, okay? So let's just flow. So we have somebody who have a son that's an Aquarius, act like an air sign that the person proud of. She didn't have a son. Somebody have a son that's an air sign, act like an air sign, act like an Aquarius that they proud of. Or he could have been her guy could have been the son of somebody who was air sign. I just don't know. So Jaws was neutral, right? It was neutral. Okay. Because somebody wanted to sit down and have lunch with her and talk. But somebody abused their power with her and let everything out. So if this person right here, this person I'm saying that's an air sign or act like an air sign is not her guy, and this somebody else different. This probably some person maybe in her family or whoever it is. If it's not her guy, it's somebody. Okay, so she had cold feet, or the person had cold feet, but she wanted peace. She had deep feelings about the situation. Okay, one of them have a skin disorder, something on the skin, so thoughts were spinning in her mind. Okay, somebody's anxious here, so her eyes was watery, seeing things in slow motion. So we got, she had to pay attention to her dreams and her visions, right? Because she was dealing with somebody like a Gemini, half good, half bad, right? So gradually a court date was going to be coming up, gradually. So maybe she was going to be going to court as far as her estate, her money, right? And maybe she had some problems with a male in her family, right? As far as her money or something like that. Because if she wasn't married, she don't have to go to court as far as her money with, that person, right? Or she just went to court, period, or she was going for something because the court date was coming. So the next card after that is we have, she wanted to pin her name on her prince, who is the prince in her life, right? She wanted to be secure, and she needed to just say she wanted to be secure because she was being appreciative of a house that was sufficient, okay, that she had. So she has branched off, or she got branched off and zoned out. maybe from a family member, a male family member, or from the person that was the prince in her life. Maybe something was suspenseful. Okay, so we have thoughts were swirling in her mind at the duplex where she lived, or at the court, or whatever this is. He thought she was pretty. Okay, so we have let's not mask the smell of foul, because it was foul what somebody did to her. Either her guy, Nick at the time, or one of her family members, a male. Okay. Okay, she has around green leafy foliage, looking at the things superficial, or maybe the person was. Follow me? So the next card is stepping out into the night light with a sage. She was wondering, did he really care? And that would be her love interest, Nick at the time, or a family member of hers, right? So the person wasn't a sage, they was acting like a fire sign in some way, okay? Especially adventurous like the sage, right? She's in her emotions and sensitive, right? So we have females in our family didn't want her to grow, wanted her to stay a certain kind of way, but you gotta grow up. I mean, you gotta grow. Whoa, you gotta grow up. You can't have it where people try to keep you stuck, like you're a baby. You gotta make your decisions. If you're old enough to make decisions, you make your decisions, and if you fall, you fall. That's what we do when our babies start to walk, right? We let them fall, right? And then what happens? They get back up, or we help them up. And they keep it up until they can get it right, right? That's how it goes. Okay? But she wasn't a baby. She was just 21 by then, right? I don't know. 21, 22 or whatever. She's nice and grown right there where she can make her own decisions. Okay, so we have right here with this set. She is in a nearby place. That could have been a house, studio, or somewhere, right? So we have somebody wanting her to go somewhere, and this might be her love interest. If not her love interest, it could be one of her family members wanting her to go somewhere, and it could be court or wherever, I don't know. Where she stayed a little while or stayed all night. Okay, somebody asked for a drink, or she had asked for some kind of drink. Don't have to be whiskey, it could be anything. When somebody say a drink, I'm ginger ale. I'm a ginger ale girl. I'm a cranberry juice girl. If I say give me a drink, that's what I want. Or water. Get what I'm saying? So everything is not whiskey, okay? So I just don't know what she drank, right? So either she asked for one, or the person. I feel like she asked for one. For some reason, I feel it's her. So she went with this person to a place that wasn't familiar to her. Get what I just said, right? Person was familiar with the place, but she wasn't. Let's see. She wanted some space. Give me some space. And she need more time. Because some kind of way, something came about where I guess her and her person was separated, or what was going on. God told her don't take from her main flow to ride there. Don't take all of her money going with this person. Don't take a bunch of money, anything like that with her. She need to wrap up every time, right? And pray about that thing. So she went to go meet her person that she is separated from, and she is going to like meet him. Because this card actually say hotel on it, but I don't usually say hotel because it could be any place, right? Now, I don't know where she went, so I don't want to call it a hotel, but sometimes the card actually is accurate. If I know that it was a hotel. My niece was in a hotel, was found dead in a hotel, so it was accurate. Get what I'm saying? When I did one for my niece, but I don't know where she went, so I don't want to say a hotel. I'm just going to say a place wherever she went with this person. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's say, so this person talking to other ladies, for instance, that means if she was to see him again, she had to protect herself. Get what I'm saying? We talking to grown-ups, right? Wrap up every time, right? And pray about that thing, because if they gonna make up or anything like that, things like that, you just got to be careful if you haven't been around the person in a while, anything like that. It don't even have to be that it's like that. It could just simply mean, because this is a romantic card, but I can take it another way. She's going to sit and talk business like people do when they go places, right? And you're going to wrap up every time. Finish up your business and go about your business. Get what I'm saying? So I can take it a whole nother way. It don't even have to be romance, right? It could be when she went somewhere, some business place, wherever. She asked for a drink. She told whoever she needed more time. It was business. She shouldn't take all the money she had going to wherever this business place is. And she's going to wrap up with business, right? And just pray about the business. See, I could take it another way. I don't know which way it is, though. Okay, so let's just flow. Somebody wanted her to come somewhere. You heard me say that? They'll be there for her. So we have, could be somebody in business or love, right? Somebody said, I miss you. Pick me. So this would be a love partner right here. He missed her. And he wanted to be picked. Back then, she wanted to be picked by him, but some kind of way, a separation or something happened, seemed like, between the two. Okay. It's a sure thing that it was seed time for her, right? So we had somebody who bird watching. She walked away from, follow me? She is going to get happy because she is going to fill out some kind of paperwork. I don't know if it's contracts or what it is. She's going to fill out some kind of paperwork, or she did. Because she's going to court, remember? Court date was coming up. So some kind of papers. So we have, are you calling? So he might have been calling too much, trying to get in communication, trying to get in her space, or trying to spend time. Let's see here. She's going to go full force and grow her business. She's going to go full force. So maybe some kind of way she was going to come up with something she wanted to do herself, maybe. She's going to challenge it. Self-love. So this is a card where God didn't want her to waste her life on people, places, things that did not deserve her time. On a Thursday, a message was going to come on a Thursday. Or this is simply about the taking of a life. People murdering someone, right? Life is about experience, not taking somebody's life, okay? So it's two sides to that card. So somebody was sugarcoating things with her, trying to stitch things with her because she is an enabler for this person to have financial gain. Okay, so we have, she is an earth angel. Somebody God wanted to help on this earth. She had to look at her life, and if she didn't see any progress from the year before, she had to ask her own self why. Don't ask God. She had to not refuse any help that God sent to her to lead her to her path. And I saw a counseling card. That was a card, right? Ducking wouldn't help her, God says, right? She had to be herself. So she had to hold this person accountable that she might wasn't at first, because he wanted his cup filled. That is time, money, or romance. So he arrives, right? Her twin flame, and that's the one that she chose to marry, that guy there, right? She is overprotective of where she lived at the time period. He wanted her to indulge in something she no longer do, and she wanted him to lay off. But he wanted her to, right? She had a chance at love, to love herself, and step into her queenship. So he was controlling, right, or trying to control as far as her money, but she had to be in control of her money. Follow me? She had a lot. So whoever, he accepting the number, I feel with this right here, accepting the money, I'm sorry, I'm saying it wrong. I'm so sorry. Accepting a number. This is a phone number card, but I feel like this person wanted her her, you know when you have like bank pins or something like that, bank account number, if she had anything like that, this person wanted the bank account number. Anything like that. Because we got the bully card up there. She is controlling about her own money, or we got this person that's being controlling as far as her money, as far as asking or whatever, asking about it, or because this card coming out next. Depression is not meant for a lifetime. She chose her. So, unless she had somebody in her family who was controlling her money some kind of way, and then eventually she got herself together where she could take over her own money or something like that. Let's follow. She's feeling protected, but that was a book of lies, God says, right? So we have, God told her don't waste her time, because this love interest wanted her to desire him because he looked at her as his good fortune. No more bowing down to him. Follow me? He didn't want the two of them to argue, but she had to beware of any distractions that come in her life. So people don't own the earth, it was programming. So with this card right here, this might go with, this usually go with jobs and things like that. So maybe it's the courts, maybe the court system, because this go with jobs. So by this card coming out, is somebody giving her a hard time. It wouldn't be him, the man Nick. It wouldn't be him. This would be like the court system, her estate, or anything as far as her money. Right? I feel with that one. Unfortunately, she is dealing with a she-bear herself. And that would be her grandma, because that would be a person maybe who was controlling her money or whatever. If not that, she was one herself, as far as dealing with whoever these people is, as far as maybe her mother's estate, her own money, or anything like that. Let's see what the next card. Because in the winter time, she had to find other ways to grow money. Okay, let's flow. Is he a godlike husband? No. God's saying she had to drop her burdens. This guy she had Nick, because God's saying he's not a godlike husband. So it was going to be some justice for sure. Okay. So we got equal and fair again. Let's see. Or maybe he needed to find other ways to grow money. But really, it usually be her card. But yeah, maybe I'm going to make it him. The next one is she wanted equal and fair. Education, equal and fair. Going to the court system, maybe about her money, about her estate, or anything as far as the money. Okay, so we got the mother right here. Her mother wasn't emotionally available. Her mother is not there. She wanted her mother at this time to help her. Okay, so this could be her grandma. So if her and her grandma had some words as far as her own money, you know, this could be served as her grandma. I don't know for sure. Let's just flow. She wanted justice though, for sure. Something was on the internet, some kind of way. Okay, somebody wanted her to just brush herself off. Let bygones be bygones, and let it be her decision. Just brush yourself off. So somebody wanted insurance, wanted something. This, I'm going to call it her inheritance, right? Her inheritance. So she is deceived of somebody of service. So she is deceived of somebody of service. So let's see. Let me see something. Let me see. She was deceived of somebody of service. So somebody who's supposed to serve her. So I really don't, let's just see, programming, courts, or who all this is as far as her money. Dealing with a she-bear. This could be her grandma. She is dealing with something with her grandmother as far as it, or some lawyer lady, or she was a she-bear herself. Okay, during the winter time, she had to think of other ways to make money, or she wanted to make it where she could do something herself, maybe grow a business or go for a force to make a business or whatever she wanted to do. Or God was saying that he needed to, that would be the man Nick, find other ways to get money where he not constantly getting her money, because God said he wasn't a God-like husband. He needed to be dropped. He was a burden. And it was going to be some justice for sure for her, as far as somebody. She might have been at a restaurant, or let's just flow. Education. She wanted fairness and work in a state, because I'm going to focus on the money, right? She did. Her mother wasn't emotionally available because she wasn't there, but this could be her grandma wasn't emotionally available for her. Okay, something was online maybe. So we're going to say that maybe her grandmother wanted her to brush herself off. Let it be her decision. Just brush yourself off. Let bygones be bygones, or something like that. But she is deceived by somebody of service. Maybe her grandmother, her uncle, or whoever. Anybody who had any kind of connection to her money. Because as far as her boyfriend, I mean, he ain't no boy, her man friend, her guy, we can say she is deceived of him, somebody of service. If he's supposed to have been her guy at the time, he was somebody of service. He was her guy, right? But I really want to focus on somebody as far as her inheritance, whoever programmer, whoever was pulling strings or running the show or anything as far as her money over there, right? So this the inheritance, this is the insurance card. When somebody take out insurance or on you, or somebody want to secure something and make sure it's like it's money in a bank, they want to secure something, or they set somebody up, it's like a setup card. So I want to make this the insurance card. But if we dealing with the guy Nick, maybe he wanted to sow a seed of insurance, and that means with him, he marrying her, he can sow a seed of insurance, because that means he can be taken care of and he ain't got to worry about money. It's like money in the bank. Okay? So if we dealing with her family members, they wanted the money to stay where they wanted the money to stay. So if some kind of way somebody during the time she wasn't feeling good, or whatever was going on where they was controlling her money somewhat, they was going to make sure things stay a certain kind of way. But somebody deceived her, and if it's her love interest, it would be him, as far as I'm talking to other ladies. If it's her family member, one of her uncles or something, because there's a man card over here, or her grandma, anybody like that, a female, or more than one female, or however this going, okay? So let's just flow. Being a bully about her money. So it could be where her money wasn't even really in her hand and somebody else was controlling it. Just because you older than somebody, that don't mean you need you know everything, because you don't have to know everything. The world's steady going. Day by day, you learning more and more stuff every day. Okay, so yeah, but let's just see. Okay, she is getting a little testy. It was her prerogative, she felt, right? So she's gonna have a look of confidence and pick one, right? So she was going to be trying to get a job some kind of way. If not a job, she had to pick between maybe her love interest and her inheritance, maybe. Because say pick one. Having a look of confidence. So if it's not choosing between her inheritance and her love interest, we're going to say it's more than one job. Some kind of way, some kind of job or something, because this having a look of confidence. Let's say, see this card right here, she needed God's bubble protection around her to keep her safe, because anything outside of the bubble would destroy her. She had to stay in God's presence. So let's see. Okay, life was like a jigsaw puzzle to her at one point. Okay, it was tension. Follow me. she had to enjoy the life that God continued to give her and be happy again, because she wasn't having protection from her father. Okay, so we had this man, Nick, her guy, who she had back then. His father was abusive in whatever way his father was abusive, but as far as her side, she wasn't having protection from her father because her father wasn't around as far as this situation when this happened to her. Okay, so we have this guy, Nick, wanted the whole pot. He wanted to talk to different people. Or we dealing with somebody in her family who wanted the whole pot. And that means want her money. Follow me? So we have, not New York sitting here, but we have, she ended up in a funeral parlor. That's correct, right? Okay. But then the other meaning is treatment. So she wasn't in drug treatment. So we can say that her love interest, I don't see any drug cards though for him to be in treatment. I don't see no drug cards so far coming on the table. So I don't know if he needed treatment or not, but I can turn it to her and say she was in treatment. As far as some kind of place they was taking care of her, I can say that. And then she ended up in a funeral home. She is petrified about her money, her green, her dough, her bread, her cabbage, her money, coins, bread. At one point, or he was worried, or the family was worried. Okay? So getting there, worrying about getting there in time, maybe to go to a lawyer's office, go to see about trying to start a business or whatever she is doing. Or we have her guy, he was worried about getting there in time, getting to where she was, or she is worried about getting somewhere, court, or going somewhere as far as trying to build a business, or maybe going to meet him, her guy, I don't know. Okay, cheating should be the last thing she did at a place. So let's just flow. Cheating should be the last thing she do at a place. So yeah, her card, let me think. So relaxation place. I don't think she met nobody else, so I'm gonna say that no. That's a card. We could say pick one. So cheating should be the last thing she did. So I don't know, unless she met somebody new. I just don't know. Okay, because that is let me see. She is keeping her mouth closed about a male who is unhealthy. I'm sorry about that puppy barking. She is gonna allow life to follow her only to the best places. So what, by that card coming out, so we have right here. So maybe she met somebody besides her actual person she used to talk to, the one named Nick. Maybe she met somebody else, and this is accurate. But God said cheating should be the last thing she did, because she's keeping her mouth closed as far as a male that was unhealthy, and that would be the man Nick. And then here's God backing it up with this one right here. She is being essential by coping, and she was going to allow life to follow her to only the best places, God says, not places to feel better, So if that person want the whole pot and he want to do this and do that and be with different people, let him. Don't you do what he did. Get what God's saying. So let's just see. I need a little bit more to end it for Bobby Christina. Okay, Bobby Christina, tell your story. Okay. About it. I say on letterhead he gives his story. I just saw that card, but I moved. He says, universe, not about it. Stop. Bread was required. Bread was required. Justice well served. Bread was required. Justice well served. Because these two jumping out. These are jumping out hard. Okay, she had to look in the mirror. And what did she see? Because a mirror is meant to tell her the truth and show her the truth. Because she had somber pain and it was a sure thing at one time. She is a caterpillar and she needs to bend forward on things, God says, right? Because somebody's looking at her as loose, as easy, where they can take advantage. Get my drift? So here's a monster and corny. Follow me? So we have right here, she's trying to distinguish something that was horrifying for her, right? She's a foreigner in a beautiful state, so some kind of way she might have went somewhere, wherever it was, right? So somebody's relying on her to elevate the person's self, but the person needed to rely on the person's self, what she needed to. What she was relying on this person. It was a speedy tongue lash, and she got in a fuss with somebody. That's just flow universe. I'm trying to end it. Okay, so stop. Okay, here we go. Okay, so somebody wanted, she need not overkind with whoever this is. Don't over talk, overdo with whoever this person is, because when you do that, you get taken advantage of by people. Because somebody wanted a dinner or to sit down with her, but she wanted to be free and clear her mind right here. So she's gonna go to an office. Follow me? Whatever office, and it was gonna be sweet for her. So she wanted peace for checkmate or this person, right? So we have, she's just wondering who she was. She can't be ashamed of what is true. She can't be ashamed of who she is. We got another checkmate card. Okay, so she wanted, cause she not a mother. She wasn't pregnant, right? A mother who is a Sagittarius or act like a fire sign. Don't have to be a fire sign, act like one, adventurous like a Sagittarius sign, a mother. She wanted to checkmate with somebody who was a fire sign, act like one, act like a Sag. Or this man Nick wanted to checkmate with his own mother to act like a Sag if she wasn't, anything like that. Somebody. She wanted it. Okay, I see the Jesus card in here. So it was made impossible for Bobby Christina. I see the Jesus card in here. I didn't want her to go in fast like a sailor, but have a wise mind as far as any decision she makes. Somebody's like a monster and corny. But she's going to go into court. This is below. You know what you know about it, Bobby Christina. Okay, somebody made a gesture. It was buffoonery though. She wanted to clarify things. That choosing her first is always the best option. God says she's on the battlefield. She's battling. Time for her to see she's battling. Conscious living. Deep. Somebody was talking, teasing, complaining, talking down to her, but she's intellectual. Follow me? So she's dealing with somebody who has a title. So this is her, a businessman, one of her relatives that's a male, or her actual partner, you know, the guy back then, Nick. Stuff been being covered up, right? And she clapped back, follow me? So we have right here that she wanted to be free from a fortress and she got her freedom. That's not good though, because she died. She wanted to be free from a fortress. Usually when a fortress card come out, people die. That's the only way most of the time that they get out, or they go to jail. One or the other. They can't get out at regular like you should. They die or they go to jail. And we talking about Bobby Christina. She is not here. This was the only way she got out the fortress. So I feel like with Bobby Christina, with her fortress have to be, she felt stuck in something. She was stuck in something, and it's not with this guy because she wasn't even married to this guy, so it's not that. It's something she couldn't get out of. So I'm putting it with her inheritance, with the money. That's what I'm putting it with, that right there. And her family, all of that hooked together. Because it's a fortress. It's like a bank vault. You can't get out because you need somebody to put that key in and get you out of there. That's a negative card for her. Because she died, and that's the only way she got free. Get what I'm saying? Number 10. Something could happen in October. See here, the Jesus double miracle card. It was made impossible for Bobby Christina to survive. Right there. She had to have faith over all, but it was made impossible. Okay, next card is a man worked hard on showing that he didn't love her. A man. Next card is God said, who are you really, Bobby Christina? Because she is worrying about what other people would think about her. Or she didn't want to worry about what people think about her. I need some more cards. It was made impossible when it was because she was put in water, what was going on, and she is achy and it very, or this guy. You know they cheating. It's your turn to rise. It was her turn to rise. It said you know they cheating. So she knew her guy was cheating, or this would be her family. You know they cheating. Okay? So we have right here, she had to take heed to what was calling to be seen and heard by her. Because she was not exempt. Or none of them are exempt. Follow me? So we have right here, she is going to make a gesture to God. God is the path. I'm walking the right path to talk to God, to get God to help her out in a situation, right? So she is dealing with a player, and that would be this guy, Nick, who she was searching for love, though. And with the player, you can't get no love because he need love himself because he got problems with his mother, and you got problems with your father. But your father showed you love, so at that time period, you might didn't see him a lot or whatever. I don't know. But your daddy was showing you love. Your father was really showing you love. So definitely was. Yeah. But you felt you was unique as you and him at one point. But he needed to filter his ways. So maybe a point in your life, some kind of way where you and your father, some kind of way, you might didn't see him that much or something, where you're searching for love because you ended up with this player, this guy. So we have your thoughts counted. Why do you allow others to mold you? Get yourself molded. Because your thoughts counted as far as this player guy or your family members, because who else is it besides them? Okay, you was dealing with a nut, somebody who you had to be genuine with, that had a lot going on. Drug addicted, drunk, not all there, mentally ill. Something was going on with this guy, chasing you or whatever. You didn't want to be scratched off. Like this. He didn't want to be scratched off. He felt boxed in. You was wondering if you could trust him. But God told you don't hurt nobody. So we have with this one here, number 2. You got 2. Universe, you know all about it. Deep. What's done to you, would you say that? Okay, so somebody thought you wasn't no better than nobody else. Him or one of your family members. You had to get straight to the point, eye-to-eye contact, no biting your tongue. But one of your family members, or with your, what's his name, Nick. Knowing all money is green, where somebody making money the wrong way. So making money the wrong way, either he was making money the wrong way and that was getting money from you, or your family members was making money the wrong way and they was getting money from you. That's the wrong way. Okay? So we have, he needed to plant more, bring more in, love, money, care, and everything else, or one of your family members. Okay? Because somebody wasn't valuing you. Follow me? Might have went to another city or state or something. You needed more sleep to become more energetic, or this person had some kind of pills in the person's system. So we have, you need to wean yourself from a social skill also, this person. So we have, deep. You was fooling yourself because you was being controlled by your the man Nick or one of your family members, or all of them, however what's going. Help is coming. You wanted help to come, but you had to stop thinking you deserved abuse from him or from your family member or from all of them, because you was being molded by all of them. And I'm saying you was being molded by all of them because they felt you was younger, so they mold you to say whatever they saying because they feel you don't know things. Okay, let's just see. Take a little bit more for you, Bobby Christina. Yeah, Bobby Christina. I said Bobby Christina in my mind with black top on, a black blouse on, was smiling with that big smile, looking like her daddy. She had her hair like coming down, right? With a part in the middle, hair coming down, touching her shoulders, looked really beautiful. Very happy. So by her looking like that, it looks like she could have been dealing with business people. So she might was going to do, oh boy, I'm getting emotional. Goodness gracious, I felt that for a minute in my chest. She might was gonna like try to start a business or anything like that, because she looking business like. She got a black top on, blouse on, and she got her hair coming down, part in the middle. She's smiling. She could be like get ready to talk to people, whatever. There's a look to her like she mature. Get what I'm saying? So she might was get ready to like try to spread her wings and see what she could do out there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it might have been. She didn't have a chance to spread her wings. Okay. Whew. Boy, I felt that, Bobby Christina. I felt that. Okay, let's just see. Stop. Okay. I'm trying to, this man, he was talking to other ladies. There it is again. Or we can take this as her card. This card is when somebody cheating though. He needs to close the blinds to other females. Her guy, that one she had, the one Nick. And I'm going to take it to her. Closing the blinds to other females. She needed to close the blinds to other females. And that means her family members who was trying to mold her and control her. Get what I just said? Close the blinds. You know what that means? When we close our blinds, what it does. Okay? Because she is being molded. Here he is. We're a couple for more than just sex, right? Can't we just be friends or whatever he thinking about or talking about, because he had something going on with him, whatever it was, right? It don't have to be a blister, whatever. He had something going on with him, because if he somebody who I'm here sleeping around, if he going all over the place, nobody want nobody in their face like that. That's for deep. I'm hearing Jill's got brown skin. She was pretty too. Brown skin. She just like my daughter. Pretty skin. Just like my daughter. Okay, pretty brown skin. Just like my daughter. Okay, let's just flow. Okay, Bobby Christina. Tell your story, sweetheart. Okay, we gonna finish this up. You was getting ready to do something. Going off of that vision I just saw with her with that black on. She looked business-like. You know what I'm saying? I only could see the top, the shirt, jacket, or whatever that was. Looked like a shirt thing. She was going to do something beautiful. Okay, let's just say he had unstoppable energy. He need to keep his cool for ex. Okay? She needed a blessing from God. Okay, so it was pension time for her. Money in her mailbox, money in her bank account. Get what it's saying? Blessing from God. Okay. So we have right here that she's going to do what was good for her and what make her feel better and feel good. So she should not overtalk. right? With whoever this is, right? Because this person capable or whatever, follow me? Maybe telling this person what she got or whatever it might be. Something was in the drawer. In the drawer, in the closet, in a bank account, or wherever it's at. Get what I'm saying? Maybe something as far as her money. Follow me? Or he just could have been in the closet. Follow me? Because remember, I told you about the same-sex card came back then. I don't see no more gay stuff coming out, but I can't leave nothing off the table when I got to go all directions with things, okay? So we have right here that she didn't know the cause of his anger, right? So we got numbers 4, 6, 5, 8, okay? She is going to stop being afraid of her feelings, right? Because she never felt like this before. Because he wanted her to listen to some old music. Are you ready? Listen to some old music. Okay, we got here music back to back. They back to back cards. This card say music. That one say music too. They back to back. So she liked music. He liked music. Black is beautiful. Okay, so she is beautiful. So okay, we got the next card. He picturing a crazy love with her. Follow me? We put it in a row. But God want her to drop him. Do you hear burdens, Bobby Christina? If you are not happy with things, make things right. Do things the right way. Because she wanted at one time point, she wanted to justify that he cared with her. But at this point, he trying to make something happen. Because, see, she turned the tables around. There was activity on the telephone. Okay. We got number 15 or number 51. So, she rose to the occasion to beat him at his own game in a situation. But he might have rose to the occasion to beat her at her own game. So, some kind of way, he wanted no ain'ts out of her. He wanted to know her house number or some kind of number as far as the house. Or he gave her a number. Or if it's not that, maybe something as far as the bank account or whatever this is. Because that's a number card right there. That's really a house number though. Let's just flow a little bit. He needed to act in the ways he wanted to be treated. Talent, skills, hobbies are for the taking. That means you can get a job. And so she had all kind of whatever talent she had, skills or whatever. And she could get a job, make a career, whatever she's going to do. But he needed to also. And not depend on what she had. Okay. So we have right here, do she really believe as far as God? She had to have the faith as far as God. So some kind of way she needed transportation to go somewhere, maybe to a job, an interview, a business deal or whatever, or the court. Anything like that. Because she's going to go get that train and go get whatever that is. Because this is a card. Maybe God telling her to go to whatever this place is. Maybe, I'm not sure with this one. Okay. So we have, he wanted to seek revenge on a Negro, and she was a Negro. So we have, he is going to come in his defense. But she knew the truth. She decided, I give up. So she might like the color yellow. She might wanted to save some money or decided she's going to save some money. But she had to show her own worth because he wasn't showing it. Why did she give her ex power, God says? So we dealing with work ethics. Right? He didn't have good work ethics. He was calling her a lot, maybe, some kind of way. Or she was calling some kind of way maybe to get something started as far as some kind of work somewhere or whatever. Or business or whatever she might have been doing. So we have what she wanted to do. So we got a Cappy. So a Capricorn or somebody act like a Capricorn or Earth sign, act like an Earth sign person. It was a lack of control out of the person. Follow me? Or was a lack of control out of her. So it was a betrayal to her. She was thinking about her essential needs. So we have that, we got the story, but she had to stop depending on others to grow with her. Is this it? Wait a minute. Yeah, and she had to grow by herself. That card in her storyline just means don't depend on other people to grow with her. If she got to leave her granny behind, her uncle, whoever behind, any family, this man Nick, any of them people behind, go ahead and do it on her own. That's what it means. Don't depend on other people to grow with you. Make whatever work. You don't need no partner. Just go ahead and step into that boldness. Get what I'm saying? Okay, she is terrified because this is a wait a minute. This is a negative card. This is a negative card, so I want to change it around. I haven't seen anything like that in here, so I don't know if I'm going to take it another way. This is a rape card, but I'm going to take it another way because I don't see any. Let me see something. I'm going to take it another way because everything been going a certain kind of way. I'm going to keep it at money. I'm going to keep it at money, okay? She was terrified because he stole from her to gain force. But it does say rape, right? But I'm trying to not make it that because I don't see no a bunch of bad stuff around it. Let's just see. Well, this coming behind it. I'm not selfish because I want a whole man. She's going to be considerate of her partner. So wanting a whole man means that you don't want a man who's gay, you don't want a man who's cheating, and you want a man who's working. So if the man is not what any of the things I said right there, if the person is gay, not working, or cheating, she don't want that. That's not a whole man. She is going to be considerate of the partner she wants. That's coming after what you heard me say. So I don't really want to say rape because I didn't see anything negative all throughout to make it seem like this man is that kind of person. So I don't want to really focus on that. But that's what the card says, right? I just want to focus on theft, maybe. But it goes with partner down here. But let's just flow. Let me see. I don't see any theft though as far as any other cards. So let's just flow. She pinpointed something and complained as far as him. So we have that well, freedom was calling, but will she answer freedom and seek what she's looking for? Because she had to start to love herself because she is being jacked up by him. Physically or begging for money, right? And the last card right here is she rose to the occasion given to her, right? No longer will she be filtered by him or nobody else. So I'm going to put it with theft instead of rape. Get what I'm saying? Because everything around it is where the person needs to be independent. So I'm going to take it with theft. But I don't really know. I don't see other cards where, let's just see where he stole from her. Or, yeah, let's leave it like that. It was a betrayal. So he could have stole some kind of way, but I just don't know if it's that. But I don't see a lot of money comes in here, but because we got the money in the mailbox, money in the bank account, or anything like that, pension time. Inheritance time, get my drift, trust fund, whatever she had, okay, money. And I ain't talking about $200 either, okay? So let me just do 10 more and I'm going to quit it. Like James Brown said, I'm going to hit it and quit. I'm going to do 10. Oops, he broke off like a twig on the tree. Ugh, that's a bad card. He broke off like a twig on the tree. Because she not alive, so I got to go out to her. So she survived, but he was trying to actually make it happen where he kill her. Get what I'm saying? Because this is a killing card. Let's just say, something's on the phone. We got this telephone. Okay, so she's trying to get to the Milky Way. So we have, she saw him plenty of times. Okay, so she could tell everybody that he was gay or that she is getting married to him, anything like that. He was going to say he was sorry, but Willie said he's sorry and cherish her. So we have some kind of way he was taking some kind of pills. So let's just go. He cheapened her life. He cheapened her life. He was a shark. Let's just go. Okay, let's just go. She is confused by him, her lover. Because she's confused by him. Strike that. That's not the right card. So let's just say, God told her more than one time in the storyline to drop him. Answer your burden, drop your ex. That's what happened on her journey. So I'm gonna take the ones in my that I have in my hand, and then I'm just gonna end it. I don't see the murdered card coming out or anything like that, and that's probably because she still was alive at the treatment place or wherever she was, the rehabilitation place. So that's probably why the murdered card not coming out. But the twig on the tree just came out. He broke off like a twig on a tree. So he tried to at least murder her. Get what I'm saying? It might didn't happen, but that was his intent. Get what I'm saying? Here's the secret right here. Tell a secret to Brass Love One. Tell a secret, Bobby Christina. Tell a secret, universe. That was his intention. Follow me? There's, okay. She didn't want any smoke, right? At a building, house, or wherever she was at. Okay, so he was opinionized if she is work worthy, if she is going to, I guess, marry him, stay with him, get back with him, or whatever this is. Or somebody else was wondering was she work worthy as far as like starting a business or whatever, or her family was wondering was she work worthy as far as being able to handle her trust fund or whatever she had, her inheritance. Anything like that. He felt like a genius because it was some kind of fussing in the house or wherever she was in the car in the house. So she had to acknowledge that she was wrong and don't expect it from others, or he did, and accept what she couldn't change. So very soon she is going to travel for love to him, or he was coming her way. She dolled up for a date. I'm yours, you're mine, or he did, however it's flowing. Some kind of way. She need to get out of this mess, God says, because God keeps saying the whole time that this man is no good. Do you like this stuff, Bobby Christina? Get out of it. So here it is again. He washed his hands on an African American. So wash his hands. You know that's water, right? So he put his hands on her in that water. He had his hands deep in that water where it's like he washing his hands, because he washed his hands on African American, because when it was all over when she died. So we have this card right here. She had to learn how to fight her battles, because she said okay to something she really ain't want to do. So if he wanted to meet her somewhere or whatever this is, she went along and said yeah. Because it was harvest time, you know what I mean? So he's focused on her harvest. Because God said if she don't like the way she was, she had to do some things different, where things was going to start to look good for her. Or he might have been looking at her as his harvest time, and he saw what was going on for her, and he thought he could get a harvest. But things wasn't working some kind of way, because it seemed like he took pills, or he just had his problems. He might even want to go to work, or whatever this is. Something, he was cheating, or whatever was going on with him. It just wasn't working. God didn't want him to be her husband. Can I just say it like that? God didn't want him to be her husband. He wasn't husband worthy. God said it more than one time in the storyline. He just wasn't the one, right? God didn't want her to be molded by anybody. God wanted her to grow like that flower. I'm shocked God ain't bring the flower out for her. God wanted her to grow like the flower, right? God didn't want her to be molded, because I told you I just saw her in the vision. She had the black on, and she was talking, and she was happy. Get what I'm saying? She could have did anything. She could do anything. She could have did anything. She could have had some online courses. She could have been having something at a place. She could have had a boutique. She could have did all kind of things. She could have do all those good things. I don't see where she was torn down no kind of way, where she just was so messed up, where she didn't want her life. I don't see cause of saying that. I don't see that. She just wasn't trying to give in to him. She was finished. And he had a problem with that, because he wanted that marriage to take place, because that would be security for him. When people see that you're done with them, they don't like it, some people. But people say they love you, but you don't hurt what you love. You don't kill what you love, and you don't hurt what you love. If you really love somebody, you don't want to see them in pain. You don't want to hurt them. You definitely don't want to take their life away. But some people, instead of them being strong, they rather take your life away, because they weak. Okay, this is for, let me see, this card jumping out. It was time for her to be the conqueror. Wearing certain kind of clothes did exaggerate things, but it don't excuse his bad behavior. Okay? Okay, she is overprotective instead of just being protected, right? Yeah, wearing certain kind of clothes exaggerated things, but it don't matter. It don't excuse his bad behavior. Or he had on certain kind of clothes. It is your time to be the conqueror. So if she is in a bathtub, was she with no clothes on in the bathtub? Or what was going on here? Because it said wearing certain kind of clothes exaggerated things. So she could have was getting ready to go out. They might was getting ready to go out or something like that. She might have had something pretty on or whatever. Exaggerated things. It could have been a towel she had on maybe, and she didn't get a chance to put her stuff on yet to go out, or whatever this is. Wearing certain kind of clothes exaggerated things. It only excuses bad behavior, God says, right? Because if she was going to doll up for a date, because that's sitting on this table. She wasn't saying what he wanted to hear, though. Some kind of fuss happened here. It was time for her to be the conqueror of her own life. Change up things with everybody. It was time. But he, oh my, here it is right here. Finally, she in a safe and happy place. Because it's time for him to be the conqueror. He felt like certain kind of clothes exaggerated things. Did she have a towel on, or what she had on? Because if she's in a bathtub, she finally in a safe and happy place. This means she died. She with God. Because he is going to be the conqueror. But then if I turn it around on the good side, and that would be her side. Let me let you hear her side if I take it to her. God says, do you like the way you are, Bobby Christina? If you don't, you got to do some changing up, where things can start to look good now for you. So she got overprotective of herself, not just protected. And she was going to be the conqueror. It was time for her to be the conqueror, and she became that conqueror, right? And then finally she in a safe and happy place. And the positive means she accomplished something. So if she is going to grow a business, start a business, this card goes with that in a positive. Because she in a safe and happy place, a comfortable place, a solid place. But if it's on the negative, it means that she died. She pinpointed the problem. She wanted equal and fair. So she forgot what lonely meant. That means she went on about her business and she kind of was getting over him, I guess, or wasn't even worried about him, but that's not what he wanted. He was trying to make things what he wanted it to be. It was some dormant behavior between the two. But it was a meeting place, and here it is again with the clothes. Are you wearing those clothes, or what kind of clothes you wearing? Anything as far as her clothes. We got 2 clothes cards right here. Yeah, I'm wearing these clothes. A meeting place. So whatever she put on, she was wearing. It might wasn't fancy. I don't know what she had on, or maybe she didn't get a chance to put her outfit on to go out because a fuss broke out, maybe, or whatever this is. It's a meeting place. And the meeting place is wherever they found her at, where the bathtub at, is the meeting place. Right? That's the meeting place. Yeah, I'm wearing these clothes, or talking about what she was wearing. Yeah, because he can get pills anytime. Look over his shoulders, he can get them anytime. She's dealing with somebody who will take pills. Him. Negative call. And she needed transportation, and if it was like he came and he rode her somewhere or whatever, he do plenty of good maybe in some people's eyes, but you can't hold him up in his bad behavior if he do good. Sometimes people do good, but you gotta hold them up in their wrong, because it was problems need to be worked on, but not then. Because he wanted to bring favor to something that he felt was valid. So, some kind of way a warrant came, or I don't know if a warrant came for him or not. This say a warrant. This is a warrant card where a warrant comes for your arrest, but I don't know if he got arrested. I just don't know. But this card means that a warrant came and you went to jail. That's what this card means. I just don't know that for sure, because she is seeing it for what it is. And what it was it was over with. And he was like he was. And God wanted her to see it for what it is. He could have been a water sign person or act like one. Or he could have been in his emotions like one. But God told her just beware of him. Right? Because during her trying times, we got a Pisces. Back to back Pisces. Both of these cards say Pisces. Pisces, beware of a Pisces. Pisces, see far. That mean a Pisces judging, a Pisces she need to beware of, but it don't have to be a Pisces. Could just be a person act like a water sign. Follow me? Or a water sign was judging her during her trying times. That she's going to see it for what it is. Yeah. So we got the total community some kind of way. It's all over with the caravan. So we got 2 groups cards right here. He's saying that he finished what I guess whoever he is talking to. Deep. God told her, it's your turn, Bobby Christina. I think this is the second card. God telling her, it's your turn. Why do you mention your ex? Because you gave him too much power. She gave him too much power. He is living a secret life, floating on in life, living a secret life he was. She shouldn't settle for junk. You know, God don't just say anything is junk, but God say that's junk. When somebody have you in a third party or cheating and all kinds, that's junk. Because God wanted her to have a joyous occasion. Right? Deep. Okay, so we have, we're going to leave it, let me leave it alone. She saw she on there, she have skills. I'm on here. You can't buy me. You can't give me flowers. You can't give me this and that. I'm done. Get what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going to end it right here. We got the secret 2 times up here. Tell that secret, right, that he gave. Or the other secret was getting, somebody was going to say that the person was gay or getting married, but it has to be the gay part. It has to be that. Because you know all about it. So I don't see the I don't see the murder card didn't come out, the manslaughter card, but washing his hands on African American. There's no reason for him to do that when really if she's somebody he wanted, unless he was mad with her and he was done with her and broke off like a twig on a tree. That's a killing card, both of them are. So it went a whole nother way because of fussing and all kind of stuff happened, and she just wasn't saying what he wanted, and she wasn't going his direction. So if she was in a bathtub, that means she ain't had no clothing on. So because people, they wouldn't say she was taking a bath and she just drowned herself with clothes on, because nobody gets in a bathtub with their clothes on. So she might have had a towel on, she didn't get a chance to put on her outfit, and a fuss broke out or something like that, and he went that route. Because I only see one drink card, give me a drink. So I guess he put something in her drink, whatever he put in, because he can get pills anytime. He's somebody who take pills, going off the storyline. So I see give me a drink card. Because I don't even think I saw no drug cards, and I put out a lot of cards. And then I saw that pill card, and that came at the end, that he take pills some kind of way. It's not saying that she was taking no pills or anything like that, where she is a drug addict. It don't say nothing like that. Get what I'm saying? So when he gave her the drink, or she got a drink, or however it went with the drink, I feel he put whatever in her drink. Get what I'm saying? Because if any kind of drugs, anything was in her system, anything like that, it come from him putting it in her drink. She didn't just take some pills herself and say, oh, I'm just going to take myself away. No, she didn't do that, because she's in a good state of mind. Good state of mind. Going off this storyline. So it's sad though that he took away Whitney and Bobby's beautiful daughter. They had a life God had for her. She is an earth angel person. God had plans for the young lady, Bobby Christina, to do something in this world, whatever it might have been. Whatever it might have been. But I'm just glad that she was able to grace this earth for as long as she did, because we can't control everything. Because if we could, we'd stop this and we'd stop that, but we can't. We just got to accept what we can't change, mourn what we have to mourn, accept what we can't change, and just go on with life and just look at memories. So Bobby, I like Bobby and Whitney though. Every little step I take. And I'm here with Whitney. The greatest love of all is happening to her baby girl. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Bobby, every little step I take. Every little step she take, you was going to be there. Every little step I take. Oh, I'm having a good time, Bobby. Okay, Whitney. Beautiful. I am so happy that you brought her into this world, because she made you two happy. But sometimes we can't protect our children from everybody. That's the thing. We can't protect them, especially when they grow up. So thank you, Lord, for the life of Miss Bobby Christina Brown. A young lady, I think she is 22, who had lots of life to live, but her life was taken away by a selfish person. But we thank you for the life you gave her, the amount of years you allow her to be on this earth. and the family members and friends and people she knew who loved her and cared about her. So this is the Brass Love One Healer Tarot 9 here on YouTube. This is for next year though. So peace to the family.